have a strong memory of running down hotel room hallways with Dave Callan, pilfering televisions from other rooms.
Yeah. So we could play, because he bought his Xbox as well on tour.
Yeah.
Then we were able to do multiplayer.
And the game was Halo.
Halo is the game that I've spent more hours playing than any other game ever. One time I tried to work it out how many hours I'd spent playing Halo, and it was probably about 1,600 hours. I played that game constantly. I played multiplayer all the time, and it's probably the game I'm best at. Like, if I was to play anyone watching, bring it, man, I'll destroy you.
Halo. It's arguably the game that launched the Xbox console from being the new kid in school into a gaming juggernaut. And for its time, it was a technical showcase.
The single-player campaign was just like, oh my god, these guys are thinking. Like, the AI was incredible. And who can forget when you get off that spaceship, you look down, oh my god, the grass. You can see the individual blades of grass. So you look at the grass. Wow, the grass. You look up. Oh my god. The Halo thing. It goes right round. You turn round. Oh, it goes all the way back. Oh my... What? What is this? Ah.
The story gave us a glimpse into a universe full of danger, ancient mysteries, and larger-than-life heroes. But for many, the most enduring memories of Halo are those shared with friends.
And the co-op in the first Halo, I think, was a great victory for gameplay over sort of common sense. Like, it made no sense for their story to have two Spartans. You know, it absolutely flew in the face of all the fiction they were trying to create, but it was fun. It was fun to have two of you. So you know, they implemented it, and you could bring a friend through the whole game. It was incredible. I remember the last level in Halo is one of the most memorable experiences I've ever had in co-op. Good times.
Yeah, it's good.
Congratulations to Bungie.
And 4 other Halo games made it into the top 100, so it's clearly a well-respected franchise. But now, on to number 19.
With its blend of romanticised history and science fiction, the Assassin's Creed series pierced the hearts of many gamers. And what better place to explore than the streets of Renaissance-era Italy in Assassin's Creed II?
Assassin's Creed II was the first time in video game history they had successfully combined parkour, stabbing, and the Renaissance. Apart from, of course, the early SNES hit Super Michelangelo's free-running knife adventure.
Assassin's Creed 2 did something that not even Bill and Ted could do in their excellent adventure. It made history fun. Renaissance history, one of the most boring histories. Oh, there's sculptures. Oh, they made towers in Italian towns. Boring, boring, boring. Not Assassin's Creed 2.
It's your auditore. What are you doing here at this hour?
There's so few games that actually nail just that pleasure of movement itself. You know, being able to just run and jump and cross buildings. The running itself is kind of its own reward.
Well, I'm obsessed with rock climbing, and Assassin's Creed 2 was the game that got me into climbing. It changed my life. That game legitimately changed my life.
You've got throwing beggars to the ground. You've got stabbing people. You've got jumping off landmarks into piles of hay. All of these things in real life range from frowned upon to technically illegal, so it's like a consequence-free way to backpack through Italy while being a jerk.
I mean, Ezio is a bit of a jerk.
Ezio, my friend. Ah, ma che ti piglia? You insult my sister.
He must be late, and she must be beautiful.
That kind of moment near the end of the game when, you know, Minerva basically turns and speaks to Desmond and effectively to kind of you out the camera as part of that sort of final grand sequence is just that epic moment that takes you back when a game kind of breaks the wall like that. It was just beautiful.
Our words are not meant for you.
What are you talking about? There's no one else here.
Well, I knew Ezio would charm his way into the top 20s somewhere. And speaking of charm, Goose is going to help us out with the next one. So let's leave Italy. In fact, let's leave Earth altogether for number 18.
Hi, I'm Commander Goose, and Mass Effect 3 is your 18th favourite game on the Citadel. By the time Mass Effect 3 came around, we'd faced off against a whole spectrum of elusive enemies, the harbingers of chaos. We were stronger, and our decisions shaped the fate of the universe.
Getting to Mass Effect 3 was sort of the completion of that journey, and you become so connected to your Shep and experiencing the story through your decisions and your moral compass.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
FemShep is a more classic form of empowerment in that she's very strong and she can handle her situations, she can take control, she can give those FemShep speeches that rouse you and get you ready to go into battle.
This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival.
It's not easy being the top dog, so with the weight of the universe on our shoulders, it was nice to have some old friends around.
Come see me when you're ready.
By Mass Effect 3, there are all these very realised characters that you've experienced this whole tumultuous series of events with. They've changed from when you first met them. So I think, yeah, you have this sort of band of merry space miscreants, and it's a really fun experience to have your crew together.
There was a somber feel to this series finale. The Reaper threat was no longer distant, it was now on the doorstep of civilization. The annihilation of organic life had begun, and it was clear that the characters we'd grown to love were not going to make it through.
This thing goes sideways and we both end up there. Meet me at the bar. I'm buying.
It was a wonderful finale to an incredibly long, epic journey, and managed to tie all of those decisions that you'd made and all of those relationships that you'd formed together, and I think that's an incredible achievement.
When you have a franchise that's so loved and experienced so individually, there's no way to end it that's going to satisfy everybody, and yeah, no one was going to be really happy with that story coming to an end.
I have to say, I expected Mass Effect 3 to get more votes, Barjo, but I guess that ending tarnished gamers' memories of it.
Yes, there was quite the uproar online, wasn't there? I like to think of the whole last game as the ending, though, not just the last 10 minutes.
Well said. But now let's move on to the next game, number 17.
It's cute that y'all think you're the heroes of this little adventure, but you're not. Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
Okay, Borderlands 2.
No.
Really?
Why is that there?
Because it's perfect.
No, it's silly.
It's perfect.
It's dumb.
No, you take...
I liked it, but it was dumb.
No, you take the talent trees and addictiveness of an MMO,
yeah,
and then you take the pathos of a show like Firefly, and then you take the Twitch-based shooting of it's just so good.
Borderlands 2 took the insane cooperative gun-grabbing RPG lootathon blasting of the original and turned it all up to 11.
It plays upon that human desire to just get more guns. That's a human desire, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just so unapologetic about the fact that it's a game. It's all about shooting big beasts, crazy bandits. That's all you really do in Borderlands, and that's all I really want to do in Borderlands, or any shooter for that matter.
What really draws me to Borderlands 2 is the co-op. 4-player co-op, it's so rare in a ridiculous game with overpowered, stupid weapons.
Oh, it's just chaos, isn't it?
I love the cel-shaded graphics. And I absolutely just love keeping on playing, getting better loot all the time.
I played 400 hours. I have a gun that shoots swords. What's there not to like?
Okay, that's pretty cool. But it took you 400 hours to get one.
Yeah, on the 400th hour I got that, and installed it, and then I cried for a few days.
Well, our next game has probably caused more rage quits than all the other games in this list combined. Prepare to die.
Oh my god. Oh, I love Dark Souls so much.
I strongly suspect that on my gravestone, it will just say, you died.
I was in Dubai before the game came out, and I'm there with the creator of the game, with a whole bunch of journos, and we've been showing the build, right? And all the journos are playing, no one knows what's going to come. And I'm watching the guy who created it, he's just sitting there, and he knows what's coming. And he's just watching the screen, and he's like this. And then, you know, inevitably someone gets an arrow in the back of the head or crushed by a boulder, and he just cracks up. And he's just evil.
Dark Souls is my favourite game of last generation. easily is fun, not because it's hard. That's not the appeal of Dark Souls. The appeal of Dark Souls is you can't even put it into words. The world is just so interconnected and the mechanics are just so rewarding.
In Dark Souls, if you die, it's your fault. I've never played a game before where it's been so much on you. And I lost a lot of friends playing Dark Souls. Totally worth it.
It's one thing about when you die in a game, you don't know how, or it's because the controller didn't work, or because I'm just better than you. It was more so that you can kind of get slightly better each time you play, and you felt like you're becoming a better player.
It's kind of everything that gaming should be boiled down into this very pure little gemstone.
Dark Souls is to slashing what Mario is to jumping. Like, it's fun in Mario to jump. You could just jump all day long and you'd be happy. In Dark Souls, I could just swing my club, swing my sword, die, I just don't care. I'm just doing the simplest things in Dark Souls. It's just such a beautiful experience. When I think about it, I get shivers.